Hey guys, we're back for some more standard. Just an update. I started doing a couple draft queues, started kind of just checking out limited a little bit. I am excited to do maybe a draft video or two, but today I'm going to be looking at standard, currently Diamond Tier 4, and I put together a version of the mono red aggro deck, which I think is just doing really, really well in the format right now. I had a look kind of at sort of like a standard list. If you pull one up here on like MTG Goldfish, this is a pretty standard smattering of cards. But I shifted a couple things around. Anyways, to go over kind of the reason for the cards I'm using, the all-star in this deck is Godric, Cloaked Reveler. This is one of the new cards that came out. You may have already seen this card or seen videos about him, but this card is completely and utterly bonkers. And it is a major upgrade to the mono red aggro archetype. So with this, with the celebration effect, is a 3/3 haste for 3, and whenever you have 2 or more non-land permanents entering the battlefield under your control in a turn, he will turn into a 4/4 flying dragon that gives all dragons fire breathing, or the ability to pump +1/+0 for red mana. So very powerful. And so when I was building this deck, I kind of wanted to focus around cards that essentially gave you 2 non-land permanents coming in for 1 card. Some of the new cards that do that, we have Charming Scoundrel is, I think, an auto-include in this deck. It is a 1/1 haste, and when it comes in, you can either discard a card, then draw a card, create a treasure token, or create a Wicked Roll token attached to a creature you control, which gives it +1/+1, and then when it dies, it does 1, the opponent loses 1 life. So basically this is 2 non-land permanents in 1 card, and it is, great rate just by itself. So also it really helps you by getting the treasure token out, so you can have like turn 2 Scoundrel into a treasure token, and then turn 3 lay a land, functionally have 4 mana, play Godric, and then play something else, and then trigger his ability to turn into a flying dragon. So another card here, Squee, Dubious Monarch, is another card that essentially gives you 2 non-land permanents for 1 card. We have quite a few of them in the deck. We have Voldaren Epicure is another card that I put back into this deck for that reason. It not only gives you a 1/1 that does 1 damage to the opponent, but you also get a blood token, which helps you dig potentially for Godric, but more importantly, it's a 2nd non-land permanent. So, and then kind of one of the other new cards here that I think is really doing well is Monstrous Rage. This is essentially Lava Spike, where it's doing 3 damage for 1 mana, which is fantastic, which is exactly what Red wants to do. It also gives you a permanent roll token of +1/+1 and trample, which can be super relevant. So just an all-around great card. Because of sort of more of the focus of having non-land permanents come in, I wanted to keep Soken Zen at 2, just because this also will trigger Godric if you can use its channel ability. Mirix is another consideration here, over Mishra's Factory. Part of the reason was this creates, again with the theme, non-land permanents by making these little 1/1 toxic. It's also good against control, just kind of in general, if you get to a stalemate. But, I wouldn't fault you at all for wanting to run Mishra's instead. I'm just trying this out. And then in addition, so a couple other shifts here. Because we have slightly better mana with Charming Scoundrel, I'm looking at kind of only running 21 land, which I think will be enough. And, we're going to have to see. I know some of the other versions of Mono Red are running like 23 land or 22 land. I don't think it's necessary, just due to kind of this extra little kind of hidden mana source. Also, we're pretty low to the ground. And then another consideration here, cut down to 2 Phoenix Chick, just because it doesn't do as much as it really was doing. There's just other better cards we want to make room for, like Monstrous Rage, and Charming Scoundrel, Godric, etc. Play with Fire, I did shift down to 3. This could be incorrect. I really wanted to focus on getting as many different 2-for-1s as possible so I can activate Godric. I'm just kind of pushing that super hard. So that might be wrong, but I shifted down to 3 copies of Play with Fire. I know some versions are running like 3 Monstrous Rage, 4 Play with Fire. I think you can kind of see what works best for you. And then shifting down to 2 copies of Feldon now that we have another functional 2/2 haste for 2 on turn 2. You know, you can play around with the numbers here, but I think, you know, 2 Feldon, some number of Bloodthirsty Adversary and Scoundrel is great. So with that said, let's jump into some games and kind of see how it pilots. I will say, when I was playing on ladder today, I did run into a lot of mirror matches with slightly different versions of the mono red deck. Some are running the battle, whatever it's, Invasion of Tarkir, where you're doing 2 damage, and then when you flip it, you get a 4/4 Flying Dragon. That has synergy with Godric, so that could be really nasty. Some run like some amount of like Shivan Devastator, again with the synergy with Godric. You know, I'm trying to kind of go a little bit more on the angle of early beatdown and just like extra like 2-for-1s to just trigger Godric in the first place, but you know, you can go a lot of different directions with something even as straightforward as mono red. Pretty much in mono red, you almost always want to run Kumano Faces Kakazan out first if you have it. Just sets everything else up. So they could have the counter here. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I think, you know, what we could do is we could try to sort of split it a little bit by getting like Epicure as a 2/2. We miss out on 1 damage this turn, but I think Swift Spear is the more valuable creature. So maybe what I'll do is I'll try to play this one first to see if they have a counter. Okay, and if they haven't got it, then I'll go for the Swift Spear. I've heard about this deck, but I haven't actually run into it yet, so I'm curious to see how it goes. Let's see. I don't really know kind of what it does. Just copies, okay. Let's just get Squee in there. So I think we hold the mountain in case we want to pitch it with the blood token later. But yeah, I think we just play our hand out. But yeah, this particular, my version of it, I think we run 22 1-drops and then only 6 3-drops, so a couple 2-drops in there, whatever that works out to, 11 or 12, and then 21 land. Yeah, unfortunately we haven't got the second land here, so I am going to mulligan this. Okay, that'll work. And I think we just throw back one of the Play with Fires. Like, these are both such high value cards, I don't want to throw them away. Okay, it's a nice draw. So if they pass, they probably have Resolute Reinforcements. Yeah. I don't think we really need to Play with Fire on this turn. I think we just hold it. I think we just go Godric here, I want to say. We'll keep this around in case they have, like, Brutal Cathar or something like that. Squee is good too, but they can kill Squee with their reinforcements. I think we just go for Godric here. And then we're going to hang back with our Swift Spear for the same reason. Okay, Virtue of Loyalty, I guess that's a new card, but same idea. Well, we could Suicide Squee in there. That way we get flying with Godric. Otherwise, we can attack with both, see what they do, use our Play with Fire. I guess if they all in on Godric, we could just replay Godric also. Yeah, I think we just get in with both and see what they do. Okay, so now I think we just drop Squee here. We don't really need to care too much about this. We can still kill this next turn. Kind of an odd sequence there, but I think it does make sense. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to fly over to win this game for sure. So I think we need to not block with Squeeze so we can for sure activate Godric if we don't draw anything. They can push for a lot, but I think we just take it. They must have like Knight Errant or something here. I don't know if they're convoking or something. Yeah. Alright, so if we play Swift Spear and play with fire, this Swift Spear and Epicure, I should say, and then play with fire. So we play all those. They take one from the Epicure, go to 9. This turns into a 4/4. They block one of these. They take another 3, 5. Yeah, that should be it. Although, wait, forgot, I don't know if, I don't have the extra red mana, that's going to be killer. So I think we need this for play with fire. Do we still have enough? So they block here, they take 3, 7. Yeah, we still have it. Still have lethal, just barely. That was a close one. Hand looks great. And that was a perfect pickup. We want to keep Epicure around so we can trigger Godric if we need to. So we're just going to lead out with Phoenix Chick here. Yeah, so now we can go Scoundrel for the treasure token to help ensure that we're able to play Godric next turn. So because they have Godric themselves... Alright, we can hit with Godric for 4 if we play Epicure plus Godric. But we're still on the backswing here. So I think we need to Lightning Strike their Godric. To slow stuff down a little bit. And then just Epicure instead. Yeah. So I think that's the play. I guess we could hold both lightning strikes here. But I kind of want to get a little bit of forward momentum. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot about the pump effect. Monstrous Rage, that was a major misplay. Guess we can still block it. Unless they've got another one. But, so it would have been better to kill that last turn main phase. That was a mistake. It was a pretty big mistake. So I think we just go squee here and then play the land to have Lightning Strike ready, and then have Godric coming in next turn. And I think we hold back Scoundrel just in case. Okay, so this actually works because now we just have to block Scoundrel with Scoundrel so we don't kill this and accidentally die. As long as they don't have any more burn. If they do, we're kind of out of luck. Okay, so now we have to kill them in the air, or just with 1/1s. So let's see, if we Lightning Strike face, start there. Alright, so if we play Soken Zen as mana, and then play Godric, attack with everything, they're gonna block here to make us lose life when this kills. But I think it's a triggered effect, so I think damage happens first. So they'll block here and they'll take 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I think this actually works. Although I suppose they can block one more creature, but I don't think it matters. I think we still have lethal. We have 1, 2, 3, 7 exactly. And then we have pump. So I think this does actually work, unless I'm mistaken. I think they die on damage before this triggered effect happens. Okay, I guess they're not even going to go for it. I think they don't even see it. That works. Hand looks great. Not quite what we're looking for, but it'll work. Land would be really nice next turn. Okay, unfortunately did not get there. Late's better than never. Godric is pretty good here. However, Lightning Strike on Dennick is also kind of a real deal. They still have enough to kill Squee with Adeline. If they've got the counter, it's really rough. So, yeah, I think the Lightning Strike is marginally better. Okay, they did have the counter spell. So I think based on that, we don't attack. So they're representing like Wandering Emperor or what's his face? The 4-mana guy who kills a creature. So I think we have to deal with Dennick. Adeline's also a problem. Yeah, because if they have Emperor, they can make it first strike and it's just complete lights out. So I think actually the play here is triple block on Dennick. So even if they have Emperor, we still kill it. Yeah, they're holding up Emperor for sure. So we could go for setup on Godric now. I think maybe that's the play. Either set up on Godric or play Squee, but don't attack. I think we set up for Godric. Well, if they have removal though, it's rough. I guess if they have removal for Squee, it's rough also. Then I think we just sit. that's frightening. Yeah, I don't see how we win this game. I think this might just be lights out. Like, we could triple block Adeline, but then we've just got nothing. And then we're just... So I think we have to... we could go into one doesn't work either. So I think we have to throw something in front of Adeline. Now I guess we can go Squee, get Godric going, and attack for a little bit. So I think that maybe, I mean, I don't know that we can win from there, but we'll have to block, chump block Adeline with Etching. This at least gives us like a chance, maybe. And if they have like Shieldred or something else ridiculous, it's just done. Okay, so if we just, do we pump or do we, let's see, do they triple? No, they quad blocked it. So they're making sure that Squee dies. Yeah, so I think we just pump then. It's like we chump this on Adeline. The Rafine trigger is going to be nasty. Do we need it? Let's see. If we chump here, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could easily kill us. But I think we need every little bit. We just need like it all to work out. Like, so many things have to happen for us to not lose here. It's not even funny. I think we have to, like, rip exactly Lightning Strike and not die somehow. And then they have to not have enough on Rafine to just have us also die to damage. Or have, like, go for the throat for Etching or just any number of other things. Okay, so yeah, 7, 9, 11. Oh yeah, we're just dead. Okay. Hand looks great. Oh wow, that's pretty ridiculous. I mean, that's like living the dream, right? I think, unfortunately, we have to deal with that naturalist, otherwise it'll spin out of control. But that doesn't mean we have to like it. suppose we could push Monstrous Rage. I guess we can do that next turn for Godric. Yeah, I think you just have to kill a Naturalist on sight. It's so ridiculous. I think attacking there was a mistake. Yeah, now we can just make it huge. If they kill Feldon, we don't care. I guess it's slightly better to give Feldon the token because it's going to be, it'll be trample. So that'll be fun. We want to do it pre-combat so this flies through as a... It doesn't have trample, does it? Right? No, yeah. So we want to turn it into the thing right now. Like, we could have waited for them to block, and that would have been great and everything, but I think we wanted to make sure all the damage connected. Plus, this way, if we draw, like, another creature, we can use, like, Feldon plus creature to get this flying. Yeah, now they can do Godric, and that's fine. So I think we have to, yeah, we put the Wicked token on the Feldon to force him to block it, and then... Or I guess we could put the Wicked token on the Scoundrel. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, that gives us a damage if they block it. It forces them to block it. I guess it's really, it's kind of the same, sort of however it goes. So yeah, I think we just go here and then just shove. Yeah, and that'll do it. That's why we love Epicure. Whew. All right, thanks guys for watching. If you are new here to my channel, I really appreciate you stopping by. Please consider subscribing, dropping a comment or a like, or sharing it with a friend or someone you think might enjoy my stuff. So we did go 4-1 today, 80% win rate. Having a look at the stats, let's take a quick peek. Yeah, looks like we are, with this deck, yep, 80% win rate, 4-1. So almost at Diamond Tier 3, and we'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.